Hey guys, welcome to DreamCoin. It's Tyler again, and I just wanted to bring you a quick video on the hype surrounding CCIV and the possible merger they have going on soon with Lucid Motors. The big thing about this right now, anybody that doesn't know, is that Churchill Capital Group, CCIV, is basically a blank check company. They operate as an SPAC. Anybody that doesn't know what an SPAC is, it's essentially a type of company that runs as going live in their own IPO. Investors that buy in basically are giving the company money for those shares, and those shares get put into a sort of trust fund that as soon as they find a company they want to merge with or try to acquire, and that the company is looking to go live, they reach out and try to do a merger with them, which allows them to start on the market with some funding. So when they go live, they're not kind of stuck on their own as an IPO. And the big thing with this right now is Lucid Motors is a very nice up and coming electric vehicle brand. And I've already gone through a few videos on the channel of why I love electric vehicles, but essentially what electric vehicles and the industry of electric vehicles are doing right now is going to blow up potentially in the next like 2 to 4 years, especially under President Biden. And this is a very promising merger coming out between CCIV and Lucid. I think if this merger actually goes through and they end up going live through CCIV, Lucid is going to just take off huge, especially with the release of their upcoming cars that are set to pre-order right now. You can already reserve one ahead of time. And this is just going to be a big new development in the electric vehicle industry as we know it. So just to give you kind of a quick overview of what Lucid is, like I said, they're an electric vehicle company and they're looking to kind of just go above and beyond what a lot of electric vehicle companies are doing. Similar to Fisker, they're very for sustainability and having as minimal of an environmental impact as possible. The release of their new cars, which look very clean if you're more of that luxury sport style car look, is going to be huge in a lot of different ways, but more so especially in the US economy right now. And the big push for being environmentally friendly and using the least amount of resources as possible from bad sources or anything like that, or just being more ethically sound with how you do business. So this car looks insane just for the model that it's going on. It's got a projected range of 517 miles on a charge. Minutes to charge for 300 miles would be 20 minutes. The estimated charge for a full battery would be about 45 minutes is what they're claiming. And then to go 0 to 60, they're looking at a 2.5 second time, which is just absolutely wild for an electric car, especially under 100K like this is. As for their impact on sustainability, like I said, they're trying to make it so that they have the most efficiency out of their mileage range based off of different charges and things like that. All of their interiors are looking to be sourced from environmentally responsible sources, like all of their wood is from eucalyptus, walnut, and red oak and things of that nature for when you're customizing your car before you buy it. Any textile options like things that would be on your seats, or generally cars, you know, sometimes the back dashboard is like, instead of wood, it's that soft like felt material almost generally. That's all going to be made out of alpaca wool blends and stuff that don't have as many dyes, and it's from recycled yarn and things of that nature. And so this is going to definitely be a big buy and promotion to people that are really worried about their environmental impact. And then even their leather that they're sourcing is coming from a company that claims to have the lowest carbon footprint of any leather maker in the world, named Bridge of Wear. So this is definitely like everything in their cars looking to be above and beyond what one would expect from a company trying to be environmentally friendly. So especially with all of these developments coming out with Lucid in their upcoming releases, and the idea that they're trying to be one of the most environmentally friendly car dealers out there, I could see a push for where they are going to be rivaling the likes of Tesla and Fisker for competition in the EV market, especially in the United States. And the funding from CCIV could definitely help them potentially with just basically a good solid backing that they were lacking. Like back in 2018, they were hurting really bad for money, and they actually had to get money bailed out from a couple like private investors and things like that. But with this backing, they would have more support. They're going to be able to focus on more on development of new car models, and I could easily see CCIV just blowing up from this merger as well. Now, to kind of look at it from a stock standpoint, I'm looking at the 1 month trend right now for CCIV, and you can see back like early January, around when the talks first started of this merger, essentially, which has been going on for a while, they were around $15, and since then they're up to $39 right now. And the more money getting invested in this is just going to be more and more potential for an explosion with the merger and everything, and it's going to be more enticing for Lucid to just come under CCIV as an SPAC instead of IPOing on their own. Just to give you a good standpoint, ever since the inception of CCIV, they've basically been trending upwards the entire time when these merger talks initially started happening in January. So what I could see potentially happening with it ending at $39.98 as of Friday before the aftermarket stuff kicked in is that over time, this is just going to keep growing, especially with anticipation of the merger. If the merger does go through as rumored to be happening, they are looking to just skyrocket from their current prices. I could see potentially in the hundreds at this point if they stay long term with Lucid over the next year, especially with the current US government that's in office right now. Short term, I'm going to be looking for this to start pushing that 40 range, hopefully Tuesday, especially with these rumors pushing through heavily as of the last week. I could see this potentially gapping up hard into the 40s, and then if it goes there, I don't really think there's too much of a downside at this point. Like you see every time it grows, it doesn't really de-escalate too much. Like this was 32, it dropped to like 30, 29-ish. This was 34, it dropped to about 30. So basically anytime it like breaks a big peak, it kind of is starting to support at a new range higher and higher each time. It's just higher highs, higher lows. And as soon as this merger launches, I'm gonna anticipate that the stock's gonna go up like 15, 20 bucks within the first like week of that happening. So there's definitely one you're going to want to put on your watch list. I would try to get in as soon as possible if you can, if you haven't already. I know a few friends who are invested in this and they are very happy with how it's going up right now. Yeah, definitely have CCIV on your watch list and anticipate a point to get in. I'm going to try to buy in any point under 40 going forward, I think, just because I don't see it going down too much from here. I mean, you might have a good range between like 37 and 40 right now that it might drop lower to. But other than that, I don't see it dropping too much, especially with the rumor ramping up over time. That's going to do it for me today, guys. I hope you've been enjoying a lot of the videos lately. I've gotten quite a few out on electric vehicles in general. So make sure you check out my Hylian news and my Fisker news, especially because those are also two other big electric vehicle brands that are looking to blow up over the next year or two. Be sure to like and subscribe and comment any stocks you might want for analysis in the future. And I will be updating you guys between now and Monday with a couple videos here and there about what stocks you should potentially be looking for heading into next week with market open on Tuesday. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.